My name is Abdul Alim and you are watching my YouTube channel. In this video, I will teach you very important concept of gas, Gram's law of diffusion. Before we are going to move on the topic, you should learn about the effusion as well as diffusion. So, what is difference between the diffusion and effusion? The basic difference between the effusion and the diffusion is when two containers having a gas, one of them will be empty. So in effusion, the one container that is filled with gas and other would be empty, and they are separated by a small tiny hole. So the gas will pass from one container to another container. So this process is called as effusion. On the other hand, diffusion, it is a process in which the molecules of both containers move. So this throughout the container, this is known as diffusion. That is called as diffusion. So this is the basic difference between these two terms. So Gram's law, that is related with these two terms. So Gram studied the rate of diffusion or effusion with their masses or densities. So the Gram's law of diffusion states that the rate of diffusion of any gas is inversely proportional to the square root of their density. So density is also related with their mass. Now we can say that the rate of diffusion of any gas is inversely proportional to the square root of their masses. So when we compare the two gases, so R1 upon R2 is equal to under root M1 M2 upon M1. So this is the basic equation of Gram's law of diffusion. So in this way we can compare two gases. For example, when we are comparing two gases, helium and methane. So the mass of helium is 4 and the mass of methane is 416. So it means that methane is heavier as compared to the helium. So lighter gases will move fast or diffuse fast as compared to the heavier gas. So it means that when we calculate the rate of diffusion of these two gases, helium would be 4 times higher in diffusion as compared to the methane gas. So that is the case, but there are two processes. One is effusion and other is diffusion. So which of the following is the more fast as out of these two, diffusion and effusion? तो इसमें से कौन सा ज़्यादा फास्ट होगा, तेज़ होगा, डिफ्यूजन या इफ्यूजन? फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, अगर आप किसी खाली कमरे में जाएं तो आप जल्दी से जाएंगे और गुजर जाएंगे. अगर आप किसी ऐसे कमरे में जाएं जहाँ पे लोग मौजूद हो या भीड़ हो, तो वहाँ पे आसानी से आप नहीं जा सकेंगे, आपको ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा. सो द सेम सिचुएशन दैट has happened to the molecule also. So effusion is more rapid as compared to the diffusion, because the gas molecules are passed from one container to another container through a small opening or pore. So in this way the gas molecules will pass from filled container to empty container. So there is no any kind of molecule in other container, so the gas passes freely and eventually it will it will move more faster as compared to the diffusion. While on the other case diffusion, because in container B there is also already a gas that is present, so the gas molecules when they move towards the other chamber or the container, so it will strike the gas molecules. So that's the reason by which the diffusion is a little bit that takes more time as compared to the effusion. Now, what are the applications of Gram's law of diffusion? The main application of Gram's law of diffusion is the separation of gases. We can separate out gases. For example, there are two gases which are very important for the nuclear reactors for the source of energy, such as uranium. There are two isotopes of uranium, uranium-235 and uranium-238. So when uranium is reacted with the fluorine, it will form a gas. So uranium hexafluoride. Now, according to their isotope, there are two isotopes of uranium, uranium-235, uranium-238. So we need uranium for the nuclear energy. So we have to separate. So how can we separate if they are chemically same? It is extremely difficult to separate these type of mixtures, isotopic ratio. So we can separate by Gram's law of diffusion if we made a different chambers of container and there is a little bit deviation in their physical properties, likewise biases. So the lighter gases move more faster as compared to the heavier gas. So by this we can separate the uranium hexafluoride by doing so, and then we can sufficiently separate the uranium and we can then use in the nuclear power plant for the energy manufacture or preparation of the energy or generation of the energy. So this is the main reason that we need to understand, and this method was used initially by enrichment of uranium and for the preparation of nuclear bomb. So Gram's law gives the fundamental application for the preparation of the nuclear bomb and enrichment method to prepare the atomic bomb. So the one thing that is very clear, that you should understand this concept, and also that is the conclusion of the Gram's law of diffusion. Okay, if you understand this, and then like my video, subscribe it, my channel, and